Hi there, YouTube, I'm Ice here, and first of all I would like to clear up two misconceptions that seem to have arisen from the fact that I used this game, Combat Wings Battle of Britain, as a background for my little channel update a few weeks back. Misconception number one, this is not a new Let's Play. I simply decided, since I've used this for background, I wanted to show you a little bit of the game because some people were saying, and that's misconception number two, Icer has found himself a new flight sim. And that's actually two misconceptions right there, because first off, I'm not starting a Let's Play of this game at all, just wanted to show you what the game is. Second one, this is not a flight sim. It is a flight game. It's sort of set in the Battle of Britain, as you might guess from the title. But calling it a flight sim is a gross exaggeration. It is a kind of arcade shooter sort of set in a plane. I think the best way to really show you is show you a mission where actually, the best way is to show you a mission that's very untypical, but nevertheless tells you a lot about what this game is really all about. And I'm going to pick the one called Out of Action. Start a mission. This is just made up stats. Really, the other people in the squadron.
The airfield is under attack. You can't take off. The runway's clogged up with the wreckage. Quickly, let's get to that gun post. We must fend off the attack.
So,
the first thing they hit with the barracks. Half of our gunnery crew is gone. You have to man the gun.
And our
yes,
pilot...
sir, but I'm a fighter pilot, not a gunner, sir.
A fighter pilot without a plane. Now, sit down and fire.
And so, in as you can see,
shoot down all the enemy planes.
We've got the airfield here, we've got enemy bombers coming in, and we're just running the anti-air artillery, basically. I'm taking an awful job of it, to be honest. I got cost me completely. Take damage. But you see, basically I'm just moving the mouse around to shoot, and then pressing, the default was just the mouse button to actually open fire with the sort of anti-aircraft gun. And that's sort of what this game is. It's a mouse-controlled shooter, is what it is, essentially.
Here comes more.
There's more incoming, obviously. I've got to get that shot. And you see how much damage the airfield has taken is in bottom right, where it says damage, and there's an arrow. So we're taking a good deal of damage, actually. You see there, it sort of looks like it. The whole place is clogged with burning wrecks of our planes. And I'm just moving the mouse around.
God. You hear that sound? Stuka dive bombers. They're coming down right on top of us.
Oh, that's bad. I can't actually hear the famed Stuka siren, but I can see something flying over there. If it's flying, shoot it down. Oh, there we go. That's actually the siren. But that Stuka's gone now. Where are the others? They're up there. Can't sort of point my gun at them. Very, very annoying. Now I can. I have to get quite fast before I can actually get a firing angle on them. Taking a bunch of damage. There's another one that's flying away, I think. Are there more? Yep. I think I'm flying this, or playing this at normal difficulty, which isn't really too difficult, to be honest.
Very fine shooting indeed, my boy. They still dealt us a lot of damage, but the airfield will be back in action soon enough. Now go pack your bags, because tomorrow our squadron is moving to RAF Northolt.
So that's what it's like if you're manning an anti-aircraft gun on the ground. This mission. Most missions aren't like that. Just taking some fun shots here. Most missions you actually fly a plane, but it's sort of all the same stuff.
There's no time to talk. We've got enemy planes inbound. They're headed straight for the airfield. Get to your plane, now!
And the plane we're flying is a Hawker Hurricane. It's got rockets, so it's sort of... I don't know, I think it's... Asking whether this is a Mark 2B or whatever it is sort of way past the simulation level of this game. It's just a little arcade shooter. And as you can see, this time I start in a plane. And I press W to sort of rev up my engines. And same thing, I'm just moving my mouse to flying move my plane around, pretty much as I did with those. Pretty much the same as I did with that anti-aircraft gun. I'm just moving around with the mouse and then
The heavies are mine. You two go after the messes.
enemy plane, basically.
Down the enemy BF-110 heavy fighter.
So I can actually roll around with my keyboard, but that's all sort of the controls my keyboard gives me. Basically, I'm just moving my mouse around. You can see that little white cross. That's where my mouse pointer is pointing at. Obviously, the yellow thing is my gun aim. A lot more stuff going on over there, though, isn't it? No, it's just a Messerschmitt. I'm supposed to chase the 110, aren't I? I think he's flying away, though. I think he may have gotten away. That's basically it. This is the supposedly realistic version. Even if you play the arcade control version of this game, you'll even your guns will even act as if they had turrets. That is to say, you'll just move my mouse around. I can shoot in directions other than straight forward, which is completely unrealistic. World War II Hurricanes could not do that. You need a turret weapon to do that.
Roger. I'm on it.
So it's down
Shoot
to
down
attack
the
the
enemy
Messerschmitt
BF-109
109.
fighters.
You can see also I've taken some damage. It's sort of yellow and on my engines and stuff. One of those guys is opening up. And all I did to sort of loop around there was move my mouse around. Don't want to crash into the ground, obviously. That's true, even if this is a very arcadey game. Get on this nose tail instead. So moving around at all times to keep from having becoming an easy target is obviously important, but too easy to target. You can take ridiculous amounts of punishment here. You see my wing is sort of yellow rather than green. Oh, what's somebody on me? And I can't really maneuver very well. I can just move my mouse around and help them. That maneuvering sort of got me out of his firing line at least. It's not exactly the game for advanced to learn advanced combat maneuvering in. It's just you just move your mouse around and fire at the target lead indicator.
That was pretty good. Or did you just get lucky?
It's also kind of interesting how you can hear the Germans talking on the radio.
I guess you're not as bad as I thought.
That's actually one of my friends, though. I'm pretty sure.
That's the last of them.
Right. I'm pretty sure RAF could listen to Germans talking on the radio.
RAF Odium is also under attack. Go there and help them up.
Alright. Let's over in this direction.
Intercept enemy over RAF Odium.
I'm going to climb as much as I can, just because that's... In a normal flight sim, that would give me much more speed. Look at this though, my speed meter. I do catch up increased speed when I'm diving, but the difference isn't that big. I can climb at a pretty insane angle and still maintain pretty good speed. So the flight models are completely unrealistic. The controls are utterly unrealistic. You just move your mouse around. And if you play in arcade controls, you can even have the guns fire at angles away from your plane, which is utterly unrealistic. So this is just the plain side version of what you just saw in the previous mission, where I was almost hit my max altitude, seems like, because I can't climb anymore.
RAF Odium reports they've beaten up the attack, but some of the mission mates are running away. They're headed in your direction. You know what to do.
Yep, move my mouse around and make some attacks on them.
Shoot down the enemy BF-109 fighter.
Exactly what direction are they flying? Looks to be flying sort of towards me. No, they're turning away now. Try and engage the ones with a bit of altitude. But hoping the ones below me should struggle a little bit to get easily on top of me. Okay, they're turning away. I trust they are, because I'm planning on moving around now. I'm attacking this guy. The others? Yeah. Hear them speaking German on the radio. Like I said, I seriously doubt that the RAF could actually listen to the Germans talking on the radio. That would, you know, it's fun, but it's just about how incredibly arcadey the whole game is. Really. Okay. Got past me, but he's on fire. On the plus side, they can take a wee bit of damage as well. It's not just me with that ridiculous sort of damage meter to my plane as opposed to, you know, more realistic model where it can take cannon rounds to your engine and just stop working. Well, machine gun rounds largely with the Hurricane, because the 109s actually did have cannons at this point.
Jolly good. We got all of them. Well done, Tiger Wing. Return to base.
Like I say, I can sort of roll my plane around using the keyboard. That's what I'm doing now. But I've got no keys that can sort of make me loop, for example. My only chance to do that is to move the mouse around like that. Same for turning. I can throttle up or down to slow down or speed up. Why I would really slow down a lot. Well, that just seems... Well, I suppose you could do that if you want to do a quick turn or anything, but you're just so much more maneuverable than those AIs anyway, that largely, so at least this kind of difficulty, when someone's on your tail, you just move around. And the thing is, look at my speed meter when I'm doing this. I'm not exactly losing an awful lot of speed in this turn. Oh, I've actually been flying with flaps the whole time, and that didn't do very much to my flying either. Again, turning around like this doesn't slow me down, so it's really a very easy game. We just point a mouse around and then shoot. So it's a fun little game. I think I've played through all the missions on normal, I think. Or maybe not all of them, a bunch of them anyway. So it's going for a little bit of quick fun, definitely. But a flight simulator, it's not. But if you're just after a little arcade shooter, just pointing your mouse around to give you the giving you the illusion that you're fighting German fighter pilots over Britain during the Second World War, you know, it's good fun for a little while. A real flight simulator, it is certainly not, and it's got very little longevity, and it's entirely linear because it's just composed of mission after mission after mission. But you do get to fly the Hurricane, the Spitfire, I think an early version of the Tempest, and
land on the airstrip.
Some other kind of I can't remember the name of it. Some kind of twin-engined heavy fighter. It's not the Beaufighter though. I'm slowed down pretty well, but I'm still, I don't know, a bit high up. Let's again for landing. I can even just hit the S key and finish the mission right here. I'm just gonna see if I can make a landing. That's actually kind of the most challenging thing so far in this game. And there we go. Perfect
Jolly
landing.
good landing.
So there we are. Combat Wings Battle of Britain, that's what the game is, and this is my first and last, actually, video from this game. Unless you expressly want to see more of the missions, you can always leave a comment if you really would like to see me moving my mouse around and shooting down Jerry's complaining that, oh, meine Maschine brennt, and that sort of thing. Which incidentally means something like my machine's on fire, something like that. But yeah, it's really just an extremely simple little game. But it's cheap though, and it's good for a few hours of uncomplicated shooting. And personally, I would recommend. Even though it's slightly more difficult, they pick advanced control scheme and show mouse pointer. That's getting all those English vowel sounds already. So that's about it for this video. And I'll be back to my regular continual Let's Plays my next video, I think. But until then, go in peace. Feel free to try out this game if you want to. It's not, like I said, it's cheap, but don't expect it to last very long. And live and let live, everyone.